All right, I think we're live streaming on Facebook. I will pull it up in case anybody has questions about Community Bloom. I'm going to pull it up over here so that you can see that I'm on. And then now I want to make sure that I can see you. So if you see me look away, I am just looking to see if anybody else is there. So now is a great time to just ask us any questions. What in the world, why would you want to do this? Why would you ever want to be live? And earlier I did a private live stream, I think it was in our community. And, sometimes life is messy. And I don't know about you, but there is a time in life that people are messier than normal. And I will say the last year was about the messiest I've ever experienced. Super, super hard. And I kind of just want no one else to suffer the way I did in the last year. And I thought maybe if we come together and have some conversations about some things that are difficult, that maybe for some people it will be less difficult. I don't know if it's possible. So we're not trying to be perfect. We're not trying to say, hey, I've got all the answers, but there's just such great power in women walking together through difficult times. And what if you just show up? What if you say, hey, I did not want to get out of bed today. Hey, I wanted to go on strike. Or do we give ourselves permission even to say, man, I was seriously considering walking out on my husband. I'm not exaggerating. He knows this. This is not a surprise, right? We already had this conversation. We worked through it, but it was hard. I wanted to go 100% on strike. I wanted to walk out on my family and my life because I thought, did I really sign up 25 years ago to do all the meal planning and the grocery shopping and the cooking? And I don't always have to clean because our rule in our house is if you do the cooking, somebody else cleans up. But as the kids get closer to leaving the nest, I'm like, gosh, who even wants to cook, let alone clean, right? And still planning, but we want to eat healthy. So it's a privilege. I wanted to just give people a few minutes if they did have questions, if they did want to hop on, if they just wondered, man, what's going on? Or is this a place I could find some solace, some comfort that I could fit in, that I could come in and put my feet up, or I could come in and cry if I wanted to? I wonder, I think there's a need. People I've talked to have said that. So be on the lookout. We're putting together a quiz, and I'm hopeful that we'll get as many, many, many people to, take the quiz and let us know, what is it that you need? What is it that's working for you in your life? What would you look for in a community? And what are you not looking for? Sometimes it's really helpful to say, hey, I know I want this, and I know I don't want that. And I didn't want to divorce my husband. I wasn't looking to be with someone else. But the stories I've heard of people who are either put on medication, they are thinking about an affair, or they want a divorce, or honestly, they're contemplating suicide. So this time of life is so challenging, but this message is because I think I'm over to the second mountain, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be great. It's going to be a positive adventure because I found my support systems. I found my community. I found the professionals that I needed, whether it's therapy or surgeons or physical therapy. There's just so much that goes on. Finding hormone replacement answers. I mean, there's just a lot with that too. So I wonder, is anybody out there, and are you wondering the same things of like, hey, wait, am I allowed to say that I thought about walking out on my spouse? Am I allowed to say I wanted to walk out on my kids? And I think there's maybe some freedom in giving ourselves permission to say, yeah, I've had those thoughts. I am completely human. don't be fooled, I guess, by the Christmas card picture, that just because we can stop for a minute and smile doesn't mean there aren't challenges back here. So Community Bloom is designed for this space to bring your messes and let's turn them into messages. And it's not toxic positivity, which is like, oh, it's going to be fine, it's good, because we're not about that. We're about keeping it real. In fact, tonight, in just over 30 minutes, we will be doing week 3 of the Fresh Start course. And in week 1, we talked about how do you even get in touch with a feeling? And sometimes our culture doesn't even allow us to experience or express our anger, or our sadness, our disgust, or our shame, right? So we came up with some tools to jot down your any of the negative thoughts, just to get them out of your head, and then to maybe write a letter to yourself. So in week 2, we were talking about the different areas of wellness and what they look like. And in order to evaluate where are we in the moment, so that then we can look and see, well, maybe what do I need to work on? What's one thing I need to change? Because you know what, if you've been in middle age at all, which starts as early as age 35 and can start as late as like 60, and for a lot of us, this whole perimenopause is a time of brain fog and fatigue and our hair drying out, our skin drying out. It is hormonal fluctuations, mood changes. Everybody annoys us. I mean, that's kind of a lot of what it is: the irritability, the anxiety, the challenges with sleeping. I mean, golly, did you ever think when you were maybe in your 20s or 30s, and if you decided to get married, that you would share the same bed and bedroom with the same person 25 years later? And then when one of you is snoring and one of you is hot and the other one's cold, I mean, it's kind of funny, right? A little bit funny, maybe. So I hope you'll comment. I hope you'll ask a question. I hope you'll show up. In Community Bloom, we have a month free. So if you just want to check it out and don't want to pay anything, that is okay. We are about to secret launch our big membership drive. So stay tuned for that and see if it's something that might be a right fit for you. So I hope you will ask me any question at any time. And I'll still be here. I'll still check in. I'll leave Facebook up on my other computer so that I can check in and I can answer some questions. But just know we're here to give you a tour of Mighty Network. Say, hey, how would I find this? There's an app. There's a Mighty Network app. And then you can type in Community Bloom and it'll take you to our landing page. There is also community2bloom.org, which takes you right to our landing page. But you have to put the www dot right in front of it. I don't know why. If anybody out there knows the answer, why do you sometimes have to put the www in front of something? I would love to know the answer. That would be super helpful. So I hope you've had a good day. I actually, if you made it all the way to this point, I'll tell you my funny story today. I was walking the dog and I tripped. And not only did I trip, I went face first, flat out in the backyard, knees sliding like I was sliding into home plate, like I was playing softball back years ago. And my white jeans are green. Yes, I'm wearing white jeans in February. And I just had to get up and laugh, and no one was around because I'm in my backyard. Nobody sees that. And so I just had to laugh. So maybe that'll give you a laugh today, just keeping it real. So this is Hillary Baggett with Community Bloom. I hope you have a great evening, and I hope maybe you'll ask us some questions. So you can always email me and say, hey, Hillary, I'm interested in that free month. Send me a link. Okay, take care. Bye.